Okay, it's time to have a look at tomorrow's program. Terry Leighton, great friend of the show, is about to join us. He's about to tee off as well, I'm led to believe. So we've got a brief preview before Terry does 9 holes. So good afternoon, Terry. How are you? What golf course are you at, by the way?
Good afternoon, guys. Joondalup Golf Course. Usually when
You save your best for Joondalup, don't you, Tez?
Yeah, often, mate. And usually when they say Terry's about to tee off, it usually ends up in tears. So luckily, it's a different meaning this time, boys.
All right, well, we've got a limited amount of time, mate, so we better fly through this and get it underway. I know your better bets, or the ones you want to talk about a little bit more later on in the programs. Race number 1, though, is the 3-year-old 54-plus. Diamond Warrior is the 340 Tap Touch favourite in front of Hassani at 370, looking for 3 straight. Do you want to play here?
Oh, probably not. I'm surprised at the money for Diamond Warrior being back in trip. It looks like a horse that wants further, if anything, to me. But I respect the money to some degree. Hassani is another one. I think they're probably setting for, what do you reckon, Riles, like a Guineas or something, and they're just giving it a little freshen up in the meantime. So he's at 1 run short. So the one I would back is probably Spirited Strike, and I have had something very small on it. I like Chrissy Parnamon. I think it probably wins last start if he leads rather than hands up on a pretty sedate tempo. Bit of form through that race. So $4 plus Spirited Strike will get me, but just for a small one.
There we go. Maybe something small and Spirited Strike in the opener. Race 2 is a Class 1 over the 1,200 metres. Busak is favourite. Has been a hard horse to catch over the course of the journey. First up at 360, Sapedo Express 420 and 550 about the 3 Cryptic Joy.
Nah, there'll be no joy for us here, I don't think, Riley. How's this? Busak has started sub $5 at its last 6 and gone unplaced at all 6. So it can win. I like the trial. I think the horse is better than that. But no, this is a race I struggled to get my head around, so one I'm going to stay out of.
Yeah, a couple of small fields to kick off the program there at Belmont tomorrow. Certainly tricky assignments for mine as well. Race 3, Long Service Leaf dropping back to the 1,000 in this Class 3 is your $2.60 favourite. Magic Cash currently unbeaten in its career. First up is at $3.30 on the second line of betting for William Pike. And there's a little bit more depth to this race as well with Koondle, a good run last start, and Sunlit Fresco. Any interest in playing in the third?
Yeah, I'm going to have something on Magic here, Oz. It's funny, the Long Service Leaf gives me vibes of a horse called Country God, who a couple of months ago you tipped it to me and I said, I don't like it. And you said, back in Trips the Key here, back in Trips the Key, and you were bang on and I was wrong. There's a first for everything. But the key thing about that is this horse dropping back to the 1,000 metres. Do you think that was the issue for Long Service Leaf, or are we just putting it down to a flat one?
Yeah, it's a tricky one because it had every conceivable, Terry, with the run it had. Maybe the 59 kilos told, stepping up to the 6 furlongs for the first time. But I do think he will appreciate the weight relief he gets. But it looks a pretty awkward little map for him from where he's drawn.
Yeah, 100%. He's going to be back last. And I think this Belmont track, as we found out last year at the same time when they raced here, it's very tight. You can make ground, but field position is so crucial, especially over the 1,000 metres. So Magic Cash is a fresh horse, it's a pike horse, it's a 1,000-metre horse. It's going to be 2 lengths, I reckon, in front of Long Service Leaf on straightening, and William Pike's is just a cheat code at the moment, the way he's riding. It's quite incredible. So I have priced Magic Cash a $2.80 favourite, so anything north of $3 gets me involved.
Interesting betting movement there, Tab Touch. 380 to 260 Long Service Leaf. Magic Cash 420 to 330. Olivia's Me Mama is 658 to 12 early on. Race 4 is the Maiden, scratch the 12, and Marley Song, who Merrill Haley on this show last week, Riley said she's got a lot of time for Marley Song. 330, 440, 3 Virgos, 550 Western Jet, and then $6 about Guarantor. Are you playing here, Terry?
No, I'm not. I was under the impression with so much depth to this race, I think this is a race we'll all be talking about in the coming weeks as a very strong form reference. I thought I was going to see $10 Western Jet. Obviously, I think it's Bradley who does the markets there at Tab Touch. He obviously saw the same thing I did, and a lot of other people did, unfortunately. But, I thought Western Jet was one that might sneak under the guard. But, no, this is the cracker. Marley's Song should have won a Saturday race. Kawara will appreciate the better draw. 3 Virgos was a nice trial. Hard to get a complete read on, but Grant and Alana Pike debut, trial winner. This is just a cracking horse race. Market very much mirrors mine.
There we go. So no value there in what could be a very handy little form reference moving forward. The first leg of the quaddie there at Belmont Park tomorrow. Terry, we understand you're pretty keen to play in the final 3 races on the program. Looks a really good race for Summers Legacy, stepping up to the mile and finally drawing a barrier, importantly, for the first time this preparation. She gets Pike on board. She's your $2.40 favourite in this Class 3 over the 16.50. I'm Crafty, been going well for Brad Senior at $3.90. You with the favourite?
Yeah, mate, I am. There's a bit of... I actually haven't bet myself yet. I'm hoping with the money that keeps on coming for Shawler, it just seems to be coming no matter what, that we might see a slightly better price at jump. So I'm going to hold fire. They did go up as much as $4.20, which I have to mention, which I thought was pretty generous. If we can see something close to $3, $2.70, $2.80 late, Summers Legacy, I'll be getting involved. But I think third up here, as you said, Rolls, is the key. It's a bit like opportunistic on the weekend, and I'm sure you've spoken about it already. That's one of the wildest betting moves I've seen for a horse with the 60 kilos, looking for further at the 1400. And I know Summers Legacy's not at that level of racehorse, but it's a very similar thing, I think, for Summers Legacy. Second up, dying for the mile. Third up, easier race, low draw, Pike. If she doesn't win this race, she may not win another.
All right, there we go. Race number 6, Startling Star, $2.45. Dandy's Gem, $5.50. Al Unique, Sumachino, $6.50, $8.50 next. And then the greatly disrespected Latham's Wish down there at $26.
Greatly.
Are you involved in that one too, Alex?
We're both involved, and we're both on a high, and we cannot believe the price.
Jeez, have you got your Vegas trip booked after that or what?
We will after tomorrow.
Hoping we might be able to make it 2 Vegas trips after tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll do a naked lap around Ascot and wins 2, and if that horse wins 2 in a row.
There it is. And it's on record too. We've got it on record. Oh, it's terrific.
Yeah, dear. No, I do think the favourite, unfortunately, I've got nothing overly exciting today. It's the 3 favourites to finish the day. I think the multi's about $17, so that's the exciting part of it. But, mate, Startling Star, there's a lot of talk how it was disappointing last start. I thought that run was super. They walked, it was last, the Apprentice was on. It just didn't have a huge amount in its favour. It never did. It probably should have gone close to winning its prior start as well. And if you go back to its prior run, 3 ago, again with the Apprentice on, it won the race, but it should have won by 3. And the second horse was Old Mate Henry, who's obviously come out to win on a Saturday. That form has been further franked through Exquisite Taste, Galaxy Star, who is the dam of this mare. She got the 2100, no problems. Yep. I think personally this is a $1.70 pop, so pretty keen to get involved. This is comfortably the best bet of the day for me.
There we go, Startling Star, Terry's best. And when we were talking about this race before, Terry, I did say that while I would love to see the champ run a ticky, I do think Startling Star looks very hard to beat in that race tomorrow. Final race on the program. Favourite is Rain Line for Pike. Very good win. Confidence-boosting win, I think, for this mare last start in Westmead Platinum grade. She's at $2.90. Sir Dreamalot back into this company of race for the first time in his career at $4.80, $6.50 and longer the rest. You did say you like the last 3 favourites on the card, so clearly you're hoping Rainline can make it back-to-back wins.
Yeah, well, if Latham's Wish wins the previous, I don't know where I'll be watching this one, to be honest with you. So I'll be trying to book a ticket overseas somewhere.
Yeah, well, we won't be invited. You won't be invited on the yacht.
I certainly won't be. It won't be named after me. Jesus Christ. Mate, there's plenty of speed in this race, which I think is quite ordinary. Well, at least I don't think it'll play a part in the finish, I should say. Coming from out wide, you got the likes of Lace Vinsky, work home front. I just think it's going to be set up nicely for a horse midfield cover. I don't think Rainline's a superstar, and I think it's almost fair to say that the best of Sir Dreamalot or the best of Sentimental Belle potentially could beat Rainline home. It again just comes down to, at the moment, we have the star of our sport, the best he's just about ever ridden, I think. He's going to land this midfield cover. You're going to have to ask Zephyr or Chanel to outride William Pike, and at the moment I'm not willing to do that. So something near $3 will get me involved with Rayline. I'm not probably as bullish as the other two, just because I have good respect for those two horses, and both of those apprentices can easily pull out a steer, which gets the job done. But at the moment, I'm not trying to overcomplicate it. The star of our sport is flying, so let's follow him in.
It certainly is, mate. So, Startling Star, that's your best of the day, and is the play just multi the last three up? Is there anything else to add there?
No, that's the go, mate. They're the three we're pretty keen on. If you're looking for a wider one in your quaddie, Mia Gusto in the last. Spoke to Riley about this after its last start, actually. It got up on a inside pad at Northern, which nothing was. Yeah. Not they weren't in the finish of, let alone winning from there. So I really respect how Greg Kersley's got this horse going, and the fact he's got it out to 1,400, I don't think it's an issue, because it's obviously just a new horse for him. So I think if you're looking for something out of the box in the last meet, Gusto can run you a race. But all in all, it's a pretty short program for me. And, Alex, it is the last three favourites, which I'll be putting my faith in.
There we go. What are you aiming to shoot today, Lake Joondalup? 41.
Something. Look, if I shoot a 41, I'll be calling you back and letting you know.
I'll be checking in at around 5:30 just to see how we're going, see how we're travelling.
Brilliant. Hey, mate, go well. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, Terence.
Pleasure, guys.
Cheers, mate. Terry Leighton. There we go. Last throw in the program. Summer's Legacy, Startling Star, the best. Rainline, maybe a play me a Gusto each way as well.